ISKCON Coventry presents the Sunday devotional broadcast. Welcome and be inspired. Haribo.
Hare Krishna, welcome to all you wonderful viewers for your weekly session in Krishna Consciousness from ISKCON Coventry. Welcome, and we got what a program for you today, and what a wonderful month it's been. This is the holy month of Kartik. We're in the last few days, and it's been so uplifting, and there's so much packed into this special month, which is so dear to Krishna. So we're going to have our program today is that we will soon have a Prabhupada Aarti sung by Ravi Tej Prabhu, Madhusita, and their family members. Then there's again this short appreciation video of Srila Prabhupada, followed by some sweet bhajan kirtans by Sudarshan himself. By the way, today everybody must appreciate that today our regular control room man, Shravan Prabhu, has a problem with his laptop, so he couldn't do it. So Sudarshan is stepping in again, our young Sudarshan. So well done to you. So Sudarshan will be singing Choti Choti Gaya, probably with Titiksha also, and that will be followed by a wonderful bhajan called Jai Radha Jai Krishna, sung by Shani Devi and family. Then there'll be Jai Radha Madhav being sung and class given by once again a wonderful learned devotee friend, Raghupati Das. So wonderful. Looking forward to that. And then after that there'll be the Aarti, which is preceded, the normal Aarti preceded by Damodar Ashtakam. Because remember, this is the month of Damodar, where Krishna is being bound by the ropes of love by Yashoda Maya. So Damodar Ashtakam first being sung by Sandipni Munidas, and then there'll be the Gaura Aarti sung by Aki, Narsingha prayers by Alpa, and then there'll be some announcements. But it's been a fantastic month, really enjoying it. Please do make the most of the remaining days. This is when you collect a lot of spiritual points. People are collecting points from superstores. Collect spiritual points in your lives. Collect spiritual points also. So this is the month when they are freely being given. And today is a special day also, because today is Gopashtami. Kartik is full of wonderful celebrations. And today is Gopashtami. This is the days Krishna stopped. He reached the age of something what we call Pogand. 1 to 5 is Balya. After that, when he goes from the 6th year, he's known as Pogan. 5 to 10. So this is the day when Krishna switched over into Pogan. And therefore, he was given charge of taking out the main cows. Up to then, they were allowed to look after the baby cows, the calves. But on this day, he formally enters the Pogan age, and he's allowed to take the main cows. And how many cows did Nanda Maharaj had? 900,000, no lakh cows. So this is a day, Krishna goes first out with the big cows. Wonderful. And we'll hear more about that from Raghupati in the main class. So now let's start the program with Srila Prabhupada Aarti, honoring Prabhupada. And we'll go over to Milton Keynes for Ravi Tej, Madhusita, and the children. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandat Pranam.
Dandat Pranam.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद
श्री गुरु चरणा पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा
श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा
बंद मोरे सावधान माते
बंद मोरी सावधान माते
जहारा प्रसादे बाय ए बाबा तोरिया जाय
जहारा प्रसाद
कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जहाँ होते
कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जहाँ होते
गुरु मुख पद्मा क्या चिते कोई क्या
गुरु मुख पद्मा क्या सीधते गोरिया क्या
आराना कोरी हो माने आशा
आरणा कोरी हो माने आशा
श्री गुरु चराने रति ऐसे वो समागति
श्री गुरु चरण रति ऐसे उत्तम गति
जय प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा
जय प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा
चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
दिव्य ज्ञान जहाँ चलती तो
दिव्य ज्ञान दिव्य प्रकाशित
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जयते
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जयते
वेद ज्ञान जहाँ रचरी तो
वेद ज्ञान जहाँ रचरित
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम नारा बंधु
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम नर बंधु
लोकेनाथ लोकेर जीवाना
लोकेरा जीवाना
कहा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद चया
कहा प्रभु करो दया देव मोरे पद छाया
ये विज्ञान को त्रिभुवाना
एवे रात दोषित त्रिभुवाना
श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पवाना
श्रीला प्रभुपाद पवाना
श्रील गुरुदेव लैलो शराना
श्रीला गुरुदेव लोइलो शराना
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण थैंक यू
Thank you very much, Milton Keynes, the children. Well done. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutala Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Sanstapika Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanari Bho. Thank you. Prabhupada has transformed our lives who are now engaged in Krishna consciousness, and he transformed the lives of so many people around the world. So now let us see a short video about Srila Prabhupada And this is our new section called the Srila Prabhupada Appreciation section. So if I can request Sudarshan to please, can you hear that video now? Sudarshan? Okay, there seems to be some sort of problem. So what else is special about today? What is special about Gopashtami? I mean, Krishna is not like us. Krishna is not like us. When we are limited doing one thing at a time, when we do something, there's usually one result, cause and effect. So we do there's one cause from us and there's one effect from that. Krishna is not limited like us. He's omnipotent. He can do many, many things with one action. With one action, many things can be achieved. So Gopashtami, I've already explained that he this is the first day he was given permission to look after the big cows. And how many did Nanda Baba have? 900,000. No lakh cows. Incredible responsibility. And part of the ceremony of doing all this was, they were given the sticks. The goalas, they have sticks to control the cows. So he first time he's given the stick. First time they given the bugle is made out of horns, which the goalas have. And what's the amazing thing about Krishna and the cows? There's no lakh cow. What is the amazing thing? He knew every one of them by name. Each cow had a name. Krishna knew all of them. And when Krishna would call them, he would call them each one by their names. Can you imagine? This is our Supreme Lord. 900,000 individual cows. We can't remember the names of our friends and relations sometimes. That's only a few in number. But Krishna could remember the names of all his cows, and he would call them personally. Another interesting fact is that Krishna is called Govind, Gopal, and the word go has two meanings. It refers to cows, which is the obvious one. It also indicates our senses, our senses, and our problem is that we struggle with our senses. Yes, Krishna, by this pastime of being able to call all the cows, he's indicating he's completely in control of his senses. Senses, the cows under his beckoning. When he calls them, they run to him. They are eager to run to Krishna. Right? Krishna is controlling. He's the controller. Ishwar means controller. And he is Parameshwar, supreme controller. So he is able to do that. So this is a wonderful pastime. And one more thing about this special day is that to be part of this Leela of Krishna, where he goes into his first venture out with the big cows, Radharani didn't want to miss out. So on this day of Gopashtami, she also dressed up as a Goala. She also dressed up as a Goala to be part of this Leela of Krishna. So today, all over Vrindavan, you'll see Radharani dressed as a Gopa. It's a lovely, lovely pastime. So I think we're now ready to see the video. If we can go to it, Sudarshan. Thank you. The sound is off, Sudarshan. We still can't hear. We have some little technical problem here. So He's trying to sort it out. Anyway, well done to you, Sudarshan, because you're so young.
We have been here for many lifetimes performing sinful activities. So is it possible to counteract all those sinful activities in one lifetime, or does it require many
1 minute.
Okay, look, leave it now. Look, there's obviously some problem there. Sudarshan, just leave it. But you're on next, actually. So let's go to the Bhajan Kirtan section now. And this is in two parts. First, Sudarshan, Tidiksha, you'll be singing, and then after that it'll be Shani and Prem Prakash from Milton Keynes. So unmute yourselves, please.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे गा छोटे छोटे छोटे
छोटो सुमेरो मन
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे गा
गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे तेरा बदलो गोपाल
ओ छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल
आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे गा आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे गा मेरा बदलो गोपाल पीछे मेरा बदलो गोपाल छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे गा छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे गा छोटे मेरा बदलो गोपाल छोटे मेरा बदलो गोपाल
काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल श्याम वरन मेरो मदन गोपाल श्याम वरन मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल घास खाए गैया दूध पिएगा घास खाए गैया दूध पिएगा मक्खन खावे मेरो मदन गोपाल मक्खन खावे मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल जगह गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुवन भाग छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुवन भाग रस रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल रस रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे
सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल
Thank you very much, Sudarshan Tiksha. Nicely done. Thank you very much. So, Sudarshan, I'll let you go back to the control room. And if maybe later, if you can get the Prabhupada video sorted out, we can show it later on. But
Yes,
don't over endeavor, okay? If
yes.
you do it. Otherwise, we'll have something next week. But Vrindavan is such a special place. Vrindavan is such a special place, and Prabhupada called it my home. There were three special places which were really important to Srila Prabhupada in establishing ISKCON. There was the Mumbai temple. He called Mumbai my office. Mayapur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, he called Mayapur is my headquarters, but Vrindavan is my home. Vrindavan is my home. And so those of you may be aware of this, that in Vrindavan, Prabhupada's Samadhi is there in Vrindavan in front of the Krishna Balaram temple, very beautifully done. You can circumambulate Srila Prabhupada very nicely. Prabhupada, I'm just remembering, my times when I was there. It's just wonderful and brings back such memories. Prabhupada is there. And every morning, part of the Mangal Aarti program in Vrindavan is a special version being sung. And this doesn't happen in other temples around the world. It's just in Vrindavan. They sing Jai Radha, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Very beautiful. That is Prabhupada's home. That's Krishna's home. And now let us hear this song being sung by Ishani Devi and Prem Prakash Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Unmute yourself, please.
Are you audible, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna.
Right, that's good.
Yeah. Happy Gopashtami, everyone.
Jai.
Jai. So as Prabhuji told that this is a very beautiful bhajan. So in this bhajan, we are actually visiting everybody in Vrindavan. So please join us and sing with us to glorify Vrindavan and to glorify everyone, including Radharani, Sri Krishna, and Gopagan, and Radha Madhav, Yashoda Maya, everyone. Hari Bol. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohana. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohana. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohana, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohana. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhana, Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhana, Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavana, Kalindi Jamuna जशोदा जय जय गोपालन श्रीनंद जशोदा जय जय गोपालन श्रीधामादि जय जय धेनुवत्सगान श्रीधामादि जय जय धेनुवत्सगान जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन
जय
भानु जय कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जय वृष भानु जय कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जय पूर्णमासी जय विरानगरी जय पूर्णमासी जय विरानगरी जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन
जय जय गोपेश्वर वृंदावन
जय जय गोपेश्वर वृंदावन
जय जय कृष्ण सखा बटुले जरा
जय जय कृष्ण सखा बटुले जरास जय जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जय जय रास मंडल जय जय राधा श्याम जय रास मंडल जय जय राधा श्याम जय जय रास लीला सर्व मनोरम जय जय रास लीला सर्व मनोरम जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जय वृंदावन धाम की जय राधा श्याम की जय हरि बोल
What a wonderful voice. Thank you, Ishani Devi, for that. And so nice, Prem Prakash. But behind you, sitting very nicely and looking so grown up today is Aradhya. Well done to all of you. Thank you very much. And such lovely compliments coming from the viewers here, Mahatma's saying so moving and beautifully sung. Thank you, Ishani and family. Beautifully, Anil Das is saying wonderful. And of course, before you, there was a little children, the Sudarshan and Titiksha, and the comment was brilliant bhajan by Sudarshan and Titiksha. Thank you all very much for making Sunday a beautiful program. Hare Krishna. So in a few minutes, we will have Raghupati. I'm just seeing the messages. The thing with trying to organize a program with people scattered everywhere is trying to coordinate everything, and they could have potential problems, with their web connections or the technology, something or other. So we're just trying to get Raghupati on for the next section, which will be the singing of Jai Radha Madhav and the main class all about Gopashtami. Well, really looking forward to that. He's such a learned person and so knowledgeable. And I just asked them to please chase him. So one thing I remember about this bhajan, this sung so beautifully by Ishani Devi and the family. Once there are some standard songs and prayers given to ISKCON by Srila Prabhupada. One of them is Jai Radha Madhav. It's only 4 lines. 4 lines. Jai Radha Madhav. And once it was being sung, and our tradition is we sing it before our class. So once it was being sung by somebody else, and Prabhupada was sitting in the asana, and he just welled up. He just became so emotional by hearing that song. Why? He said this song, these 4 lines, contain everything in Vrindavan. Everything of importance, Vrindavan, is in these 4 lines. Prabhupada just welled up. And the song we just heard, Jai Radha, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan, that contains everything in Vrindavan connected with Krishna, but in a little bit more detail. Vrindavan is a very, very special place. Never mind Srila Prabhupada saying, "This is my home." Krishna himself declared that Vrindavan is my home. I have to keep an eye on. So Raghupati will be joining us very soon. He's joining us now. So I'll just finish this little pastime of Srila Prabhupada. Oops, I lost my track, but what was I? So Prabhupada referred to Vrindavan as home, but Krishna also refers to Vrindavan as his home. There's a lovely leela about this. Once all the tirthyatras, all the tirth stands, the places of pilgrimage, they have personal forms. Like there's like Ganga and Yamuna are the rivers we know, but they also exist as persons. Yes, Ganga Devi, Yamuna Devi, they exist as persons. So all the tirth stands, they exist as persons also. So there's one big meeting. I'm somewhere there, all the tirth stands, have their meeting, and everybody went there, but Vrindavan was missing. So the person in charge later, he approached Krishna and says, look, we had this lovely meeting. We called someone this meeting. Everybody came, but Vrindavan was missing. I mean, why? What's the reason for this? He says, look, Krishna said, look, every other place is a tirth stan. Vrindavan is not a tirth stan, it's my home. That's the point. Krishna is saying, Vrindavan is my home. It is not, you can't consider Vrindavan like any other tirth stan. It is not possible. So if we are able to, can you please bring Raghupati in now, please? Sudarshan. And the subject of this class will be Gopashtami. Gopashtami. Krishna's first venturing out as a grown-up cowherd person. But if you think about it, actually, it's not really that grown-up, is it? I mean, think about it. At 6 years old, or just over the boundary, going in Haribol Prabhuji, going into the 6th year. Welcome, Prabhu. Welcome. I'll just finish speaking for a little while, but welcome to our program. So Krishna going into his 6th year. I mean, he's still a small child. Imagine a 5-6-year-old sitting next to a big cow. They're still small. And it wasn't just Krishna; it's all his coward friends also. They were all part of this leela. So, we say he's looking out of big cows, but size-wise, they're still small children. But all the ceremony and pomp was there. Give them the sticks, give them the bugles, dress them up. Even Radharani dressed up to be part of this. It's amazing. But we'll hear more from Raghupati Das. So a very warm welcome to you, Prabhu, and please enlighten us about this amazing festival today. You can speak.
Hare Krishna.
Hey, Haribol, welcome.
Thank you, Vidur Prabhu.
Yeah.
So nice to see you and all the devotees in Coventry.
Yes.
What a pleasure to be here in your association on Gopastami.
Yes,
Wonderful.
what a wonderful event, yeah. So over to you now, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
It's the invocation song and then the class.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Sri Sri Gopastami ki jai. Samaved Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Coventry Yatra ki jai. So we're going to sing one song, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. We'll just sing few stanzas, and then we will also sing very briefly Radha Kripa Kataksha. So just a couple of stanzas from each of these wonderful prayers to re-enter the mood of Vrindavan, Krishna in Vrindavan. And Coventry devotees are known for their love for Krishna in Vrindavan. In fact, for many years, I have kept and I still have your recordings, Krishna in Vrindavan. So let's just start. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Sri Krishna. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Sri Krishna. Shama Gauri Nitya Kishori Pritam Jori Shri Radhe. Rasik Rasilo Chail Chabilo Gagan Gan Garbilo Sri Krishna. Ras Viharini Ras Vistarini Pure Dharini Shri Radhe. Nav Rangi Naval Tribhangi Sham Suvangi Sri Krishna. Munindra Brande Vandete Trilok Shokku Harini. Prasanna Bhaktri Pankaje Nikunja Bhuvilasini. Brajendra Bhanu Nandani Brajendra Sunu Sangate. Kadakarisya Sihima Kripa Katakshi Bhajanam. Kadakarisya Sihima Kripa Katakshi Bhajanam. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Sri Krishna. प्राण प्यारी रूप उजारी अति सुकुमारी श्री राधे। नयन मनोहर महामोद कर सुंदर वरतर श्री कृष्णा। जय राधे जय राधे राधे जय राधे श्री राधे। जय कृष्णा कृष्णा जय कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। अशोक वृक्ष वल्लरी वितान मंडपे स्थिते। अशोक वृक्ष वल्लरी वितान मंडप स्थिते। प्रवाल वाल पल्लव वितान मंडप स्थिते। प्रवाल पाल पल्लव प्रवारुणांग्र कोमले। अशोक वृक्ष वल्लरी वितान मंडप स्थिते। प्रवाल वाल पल्लव प्रवारुणांग्र कोमले। वराभय स्फुटत करे प्रभूत संपदालये। कदा करिष्यसि मां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजनम्। कदा करिष्यसि मां कृपा कटाक्ष भाजनम्। जय राधे राधे जय राधे श्री राधे। जय कृष्णा कृष्णा जय कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। मखेश्वरी क्रियेश्वरी स्वधेश्वरी सुरेश्वरी। त्रिविध भारतीश्वरी प्रमाण शासनेश्वरी। रमेश्वरी क्षमेश्वरी प्रमोद काननेश्वरी। ब्रजेश्वरी ब्रजाधिपे श्रीराधिके नमोस्तुते। ब्रजेश्वरी ब्रजाधिपे श्रीराधिके नमोस्तुते। जय राधे राधे जय राधे श्री राधे। जय कृष्णा कृष्णा जय कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। जय राधे राधे जय राधे श्री राधे। जय कृष्णा कृष्णा जय कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे। जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम। जय गौरानीता जय गौरानीता। जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा। जय जय गुरुदेव। जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्महंस प्रभुपादाचार्य। अष्टोत्तर शास्त्री श्रीमद कृष्ण कृपा मूर्ति ऐसी भक्तिमान महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद। श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री मथुरा धाम की जय। श्री कार्तिक महोत्सव की जय। श्री गोपाष्टमी महोत्सव की जय। गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gaurang. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. ॐ ज्ञानतिम्रान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। Hare Krishna. It's such a pleasure to be in your association on this most auspicious day of Gopastami. Sri Rupa Goswami prays. He says in his prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, अनर्पित चरम चिरात करुणाहतीना कलो समर्पयितुम उन्नत उज्ज्वल साम से भक्ति श्रेयम। हरे पुरट सुंदर द्युति कदम संदीपिता सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतु वह सचिनंदना। This is a blessing by Srila Rupa Goswami to all the devotees by praying to Mahaprabhu. So he is saying that this divine transcendental love of Shri Radha and Krishna, which was never ever offered to anyone, is being distributed by the most munificent incarnation of the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna himself, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this divine love of Shri Radha Krishna is Unnata Ujjvala Rasa. So although there are 12 different rasas, the devotee can engage in Krishna's service. But the topmost of all the rasas is Unnata Ujjvala Rasa. This Madhuri Rasa, known as Unnat Ujjvala Rasa. This is the most advanced and most illuminating, Ujjvala, the brightest, most effulgent, most illuminating rasa of all. So today on Gopastami, we will chant and hear Krishna's pastimes, and we'll also hear some of Shri Radha Krishna pastimes. Gopastami, as you have been hearing, is the day when Krishna now formally takes charge to become a big boy, and he can be given the responsibility to graze the cows instead of calves. So before this, there was a pastime of Brahma stealing Krishna's calves. And surprisingly, when Brahma came back just to check how Krishna was responding to his mischief, his testing Krishna, he found that nothing had changed. So Brahma was bewildered, and all those calves and cowherd boys and cows, everything became Vishnu Rupa. So Brahma relates better with Vishnu Rupa because Lord Brahma is born of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. So when he saw that all the calves and cowherd boys had turned into Vishnu Rupas, he was totally bewildered. And then he offered his prayers, those wonderful prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam. Tattena kampam susamikshramano bhunjana etam kritam vipakam hridvagapurhur vidhan namaste jivet yo mukti phale sadaya bhag. Many prayers he offered. So Lord Brahma saw amazing things. He saw Vishnu Rupas. Every calf had turned into Vishnu Rupa. And Vishnu Rupa being worshipped by Lord Shiva and by Brahma himself. By Brahma himself being worshipped, and many Brahmas, and many Shivas. So Vishnu Rupa is being worshipped by Brahma, Shiva, and all the demigods. Brahma was bewildered. So that was the time when Krishna was grazing the calves, 6-year-old. Then he lifts Govardhan hill, and he is about to be 7-year-old. Then comes Gopastami. So when Krishna lifted Govardhan hill, many of his friends started teasing him. He said, yes, now you are a big boy, big man. You can lift the hill. But you are still grazing the calves with us. So they were teasing him somehow. And Krishna was given the responsibility now to graze the cows. So Nanda Maharaj considered this. That Krishna, he should take more responsibility, by becoming in charge of his 900,000 cows. No luck. Guy. 900,000 cows. This is how many cows Nanda Maharaj had. And Krishna, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he knew their names, all of their names. And he would call them with their names. So one day, on this Gopastami day, Krishna was supposed to take charge of the calves. And night before, he had difficult time with his friends, teasing him. So on the day of Gopastami, he didn't want to get up. And Mother Yashoda comes and tries to wake him up through so many means. She would massage his feet, she would call him sweet names, but he just didn't want to get up. And when he did get up, he was very upset. So Mother Yashoda says, okay, what happened? And then he said, all my friends are teasing me. They think I'm a big man now because I lifted Govardhan. They think I'm a big man now because I've been given responsibility to graze the cows instead of calves. But Mother Yashoda said, no, don't worry. Mother Yashoda was worried about something else. She was worried that Krishna has taken responsibility, Gopasmide, to take the cows, so he is going to go deeper in the forest of Vrindavan, much deeper. And therefore, her worry was that he is going to be in trouble. It will take longer for him to return from the forest, from Vrindavan, and there may be many more calamities. If, as a young boy, 6-year-old, he had so many calamities, what will happen? That he takes the cows in the deeper forest. She was worried. So Nand Maharaj asked Mother Yashoda, why are you worried? She said, my son is going to go in deeper forest. You have just given him this charge of the cows without considering the fact that he is going to go deep in the forest. I'm worried. What will happen to my son? So Nand Maharaj approached Shandili Muni, who is the priest of Nand Maharaj, disciple of Garg Muni. Shandili Muni thought about it. He said, there is one remedy to make Krishna fearless, but that remedy is not with me. It's not mantras, it's not a medicine, it's not anything like that. But it's a blanket, Kali Kamli. And that blanket lies with Maharaj Vrishabhanu. So if you get that blanket, particularly why this blanket? Because this blanket was woven by Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma together. So they were the weavers of that special blanket. And this blanket would protect the person who used it from all calamities. So that person, as long as he has blanket or she has blanket, that Kali Kamli will not feel hungry, will not be affected by rain, sun, any weather, any calamities, fatigue, problem. No problems of life that normally give pain to human beings will be applicable. So Mother Yashoda said, yes, this is very good. And this will give me some peace of mind that my son is protected. And actually, I want that blanket for my son. But Nand Maharaj is a king. So him being the king, how can he ask? So we would like to visit. So Nand Maharaj, Mother Yashoda, Shandil Muni, they all went to Barsana. And when they went to Barsana, Vrishabhanu Maharaj received them so blissfully, so nicely, grand reception. And he had so much respect and love for Nand Maharaj. Similarly, Nand Maharaj had so much love and respect for Vrishabhanu Maharaj. So they took them into the palace in Barsana. And then they asked, okay, how is everything? And how did you come suddenly? So Nand Maharaj then pointed out to Shandili Muni. Shandili Muni said, yes, we have come here to do some puja for your daughter to protect her. So these were diplomatic dealings. So Brishmanu Maharaj said, yes, please do puja for my daughter, Shri Radhika. Shandil Muni performed nice puja. And then Nand Maharaj pointed out to Shandil Muni that please don't forget to ask for blanket. So when Brishmanu Maharaj asked for dakshina from Shandil Muni, he said, Maharaj, you are very generous. I know you can give me gold, minerals, everything. But I don't want any of that. I want something else. So Brishmanu Maharaj said, okay, please ask. Anything you ask, I'll give you. I'm so happy the puja you performed for my Radhika, my Lali, and I'll give you anything you want. Shandil Muni then found an occasion. He said, okay, can you please give the blanket which you have been using for Shri Radhika, your dearmost daughter, to protect her? Can you give that blanket for Krishna's protection? And Brishmanu Maharaj was very happy. Yes, you take this. So then Krishna was protected, and Mother Yashoda became very pacified. She came to Nandagram, and then they had big festival, Gopastami festival, worshipping the cows. Krishna is worshipping the cows, Gopastami, and there was a big, huge festival on this day. This is a wonderful day to celebrate Krishna's now entrance into herding the cows. His abode is Goloka. Krishna is known as Gopal. He loves the cows. Chintamani Pikar Sadmasi Kalpa Vraksha Laksha Vrtes Surabhiravi Palayantam. Lakshmi Shahastra Sabparam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Krishna Balaram, they are herding the cows in Vrindavan. In Golok Vrindavan, although this Lord had no other occupation, but Surabhi cows, these cows which are born of his own mind, he loves them so much that he personally takes care of them. He is herding them. Millions and millions of Surabhi cows are being herded by the Lord himself. He is Gopal. So Krishna, he loves the cow so much. So this is a wonderful occasion to serve the cows, give donations, and please Krishna, Gopal Krishna, Govinda Krishna, by serving the cows. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahman Hitacha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Now if you see how many times we have Krishna's name connected with cows. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. So Krishna is the worshipable Lord of all human beings, everyone, all entire creation worships him. But Krishna himself worships the cows. He is Go Brahman Hitacha. He is always concerned about the welfare of cows and the Brahmanas. Jagadhitaya, although the Lord is concerned about the welfare of the entire creation. Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namah. Same Krishna, who is a benefactor of entire creation, of all living beings, is Govindaya. Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. I offer my obeisances to Krishna, who is Govinda, time and time again. So Golok Eva Nivashati Akhilatmi Bhuto. That Supreme Personality of Godhead the master of all living being, the Paramatma of all living being, is residing in Golok Vrindavan. In Golok Vrindavan, very blissfully. Golok, Gokul, Govinda, Govardhan, Gopal. So you see, Krishna is so closely connected with cows. He loves the cows. So now Krishna has taken charge of the cows, and Srimati Radharani and all her friends are worried. They're concerned. It's going to take longer for the Lord to come back. So what to do? How to meet him? So then they came up with a plan. Srimati Radhika and all her Sakhis, they came up with a plan that Krishna dresses himself like a cowherd boy. So why not dress all the gopis? Gopis planned that, okay, why not dress ourselves as cowherd boys and then go and meet Krishna? Srimati Radhika dressed herself as cowherd boy and all her Sakhis. Then they go and meet Krishna. So deities in our temples, particularly in Mayapur and Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani is dressed as cowherd boy. And our deity at home here, we have also dressed. Vinod Mandir has dressed Shri Radha Shyam Sundar in our house in Gopavesh. So that is the beautiful darshan. You have a Charana darshan. Earlier on, Sudarshan, he showed Charana darshan of Srimati Radharani. And in our house, we also have Srimati Radharani with a new dress. And Vinod Manjari has dressed Srimati Radharani in Gopavesh. So these are beautiful darshan, Charana darshan. Thank you, Sudarshan. In Gopavesh and also those lotus feet. Earlier on, we were singing prayers to Srimati Radharani. Munindra Bandhu Mandite Loka Shoka Harani Prasanna Bhakta Pankaja Nikunja Bhuvilasini Brajendra Bhanu Nandani Brajendra Sunu Sangate Kada Karisisi Hama Kripaka Daksha Bhajanam. O Srimati Radhika, please look at this devotee of yours. Look at us with your sidelong, merciful glance. And these prayers are actually offered by Lord Shiva. So he's saying, Munindra Bandhu Mandite. So many great sages are worshipping Srimati Radharani. Triloka Shoka Harani. And by worshipping Srimati Radharani, all the material calamities are eradicated. People become completely happy, blissful. Triloka Shoka Harani, see, eradicates all the material calamities, distress of all living beings in the universe. Prasanna Bhakta Pankaje Nikunja Bhuvilasini. Srimati Radharani is always blissfully smiling. Her face is blissfully smiling. And she resides in Nikunja, in the groves of Vrindavan. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar are looking so beautiful. Srimati Radhika and Gopavesh. Prasanna Bhakta Pankaja Nikunja Bhuvilasini Brajendra Bhanu Nandani, the daughter of King of Braj, Vrishbhanu Maharaj. Brajendra Sunu Sangate. She is performing her pastimes with another king of Braj, Brajendra Nandan, Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj, one daughter of King of Braj, is performing pastime with the son of another king of Braj, Nanda Maharaj. Both are kings. Vrishmahanu Maharaj, Nanda Maharaj. So Brajendra Sunu Sangate, Kada Karishisi Himam, Kripa Katakshi Bhajanam. When will Srimati Radharani look at us, look at me, with her sidelong, merciful glance? Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, they are very merciful. And they are waiting to be blessing the devotees. So they are waiting eagerly that some devotees are going to come and they will shower their blessings. So they're very, 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 very merciful. And whoever Krishna showers his blessings, or Srimati Radharani showers her blessings, is the most fortunate person. So Lord Shiva himself is desiring those blessings from Srimati Radharani's merciful glance by saying, Kada karisisi himam kripa katakshi bhajanam. So all the Lord Shiva himself is the Gunavatar of Krishna, non-different from Krishna. And he is the husband of Gauri, but he desires something. As he desires the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So he offers these beautiful prayers. There are many, many pastimes, and considering the time, let us hear one more pastime. So Krishna is now going to herd the cows, and Srimati Radhika, along with her friend Lalita Vishakha, Ashtasakhis, they are planning how to get Srimati Radharani to meet Krishna. At some point, Srimati Radhika gets married to the shadow of Krishna, Abhimanyu. So therefore, she lives in her mother-in-law's place. But Mother Yashoda wants us to come to Nandagram to cook for Krishna. Why Mother Yashoda wanted Radharani to cook for Krishna? Because by the blessings of Durvasa Muni, anything Radharani would cook, and anyone who eats her cooking will become immortal, will not be afflicted by any disease. So when Mother Yashoda heard these blessings have been given by Durvasa Muni, she became very anxious to have Srimati Radharani cooking for Krishna. Durvasa Muni had blessed Srimati Radharani because when Radharani cooked for Durvasa Muni and fed, the sage served him, he became very pleased. Durvasa Muni, although he is known as a fiery sage who can give curses, who gives curses, very easily he gives curses. But with Srimati Radharani, he showered his blessings. So Srimati Radharani comes to Nandagram to cook for Krishna, time to time. One time it so happened that she was feeling intense separation from her beloved Shyam, and she wanted to see him somehow there. Similarly, Krishna, Shyam Sundar, was also feeling separation from Srimati Radhika. And he told Sridama, Radharani's brother, who is a friend of Krishna. He said, my dear friend, I want to see Srimati Radhika. I want to see Radhika now. So if you want to see me alive, please do something. You must bring her now. So Sri Rama said, how can I bring her? She is in her mother-in-law's place. And this is the daytime. So why are you requesting something like that? Krishna said, no, please do something. Otherwise, I'll give up my life. So Sri Rama has to do something. So he found a way. He said, okay, that's fine. I'll do something. So he took a calf. He took a calf and went to Jawat, Srimati Radharani's place, mother-in-law's place. Jatila saw Sri Rama. He said, hey, where are you going? He said, mother, one calf. Actually, he didn't take a calf. He wanted to find a calf. He said, mother, some of our calves have actually come to your Gosala. And I came to know that actually they have gone to your house. So I just want to go and see your house and see your Gosala. He said, okay. Don't be too long. He said, yes, mother, I won't be too long. So Sri Rama somehow got entrance into the house. And then he went to inner chamber. So he is Radharani's brother. He is allowed to go to inner chamber event. And then he said, look, my sister, Krishna is dying in intense separation from you. So you go and see him. He said he will give up his life unless he sees you. So I just came to give you this message. Then Radharani said, but brother, you know, Jatla, my mother-in-law, just sitting there on the entrance. How did you get in actually? He said, I got in because I told her that I'm looking for my calf. The calf has come into her Gosala and it entered the house. So she said, okay, but what I'm going to tell her. She said, okay, let me think about. And Sri Rama suggested that Radharani should put on his clothes, Gopavesh. He said, you take my dhoti, you take my kurta, take my chadar, take my turban, and you dress like me. So Radharani and her brother, they both look same. They have golden color. And brother and sister, they both look same. Almost same. So he said, okay, you just give me one of your saris and you take my dhoti, chadar, turban and then go to your Goshala and collect your calf. So Srimati Radharani said, that's fine. But I'm still going to look like a girl because I'm a girl. So what I'm going to do? He said, you go and collect a calf and carry the calf like this. You carry the calf. Then nobody will detect that you are actually a girl. So here we have a beautiful picture of Radharani carrying a calf. This is from Radha Shyam Sundar in Hungary. So this is what Radharani did. She went to the Goshala, collected a calf, and she carried a calf like that on her hands, covering her chest. And then Jatila again asked, they said, oh, so did you find your calf? He said, yes, mother, I found my calf. Thank you. So after this, Srimati Radharani went and then met Krishna. And Krishna laughed, she laughed. They performed their pastimes. during the day, and then she came back again to her house. So that way they saved the situation. Sri Rama saved the situation of Krishna dying, or saying that he will die unless he saw Srimati Radharani. Surrounding Nandagram, there are many, many wonderful places, and there is a Pavan Sarovar, Prem Sarovar, many other sarovars nearby, and there are many pastimes related to those ponds, sarovars. So I think maybe I can take one or two pastimes quickly, and then we'll leave a couple of minutes for any questions or comments. So Prem Sarovar is the place where Srimati Radharani and Krishna both cried the tears of love. One day, when Krishna was with Srimati Radhika, he decorated her. So he took lotus flower and decorated her. So one bee came to the lotus flower, and at that time Madhumangal was nearby. So when he saw that bee was actually disturbing Radharani, he chased that bee away. He said, "Hey Madhu, get out! Madhu, get out! Madhu, get out!" Madhu is bee, bumblebee. But Madhu is also the name of Krishna, Madhusudana. So Srimati Radhika's thought that actually Madhumangal is saying that Madhu, get out. So Krishna has gone. So Madhumangal said, Madhu has gone. Radharani thought Krishna has gone. So although she is in the association of Krishna, but in this highest stage of love for Krishna, Prem Vachitra, the feelings are so intense that the meeting becomes, even the meeting there is separation. So all those, Srimati Radhika is with Krishna, she is feeling separation as if Krishna is not there. She fainted. Just with the thought of Krishna not being there, she fainted. When she came to her consciousness, and she cried the tears of love in separation from Krishna, saying Srimati Radharani's love for himself. Krishna also cried the tears of love. And those tears of love and made Prem Sarovar. So many devotees go there, they have a dip or just take few drops of Prem Sarovar to get the rare prem of Shri Radha and Krishna. Srimati Radharani ki jai, Shri Shyam Sundar ki jai, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai, Shri Gopastami Mahotsav ki jai. So now we have a couple of minutes to take some questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Raghupati Prabhu. So please, the viewers, if you want to ask a question, please write it in the chat box, and it will appear on our screen here. So while some of you are thinking about that, Raghupati, we are currently doing the month of Kartik. We did this before in Purushottam Mas. Every day we set aside a slot for doing japa, half-hour japa, followed by reading of the Bhagavatam. And for Kartik, we've chosen just the Krishna Leela, Bal Krishna Leela. And it's such a wonderful experience we're having, and we're relishing it. And this can only happen if we have a thirst to find out more and more about Krishna. What did he do when he was, when he was such of this age, and when he went to that place, and we need to have this inquisitive nature to know more and more about Krishna. So
Mm.
thank you for bringing out details, many of us probably were unaware of in this pastimes you revealed to us. It's such a pleasure. So, so nobody has asked a question yet. You got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 more minutes. So if you can, nobody's okay. Hey, we got 2 more minutes before Aarti, main Aarti.
Aarti time, yes. Yeah.
Oh, here's a quick pastime then.
Okay. So, Vidur Prabhu, you have been drowning all the devotees in Coventry and those who tune in Krishna Katha. Haridas Prabhu, yourself, all the devotees. So devotees are very fortunate that they have so much Krishna Katha. And this Krishna Katha is actually our life. Tau kathamritam tapta jivanam. Kavibhiritam kalmashapaham. Shravan mangalam simatattitham bhuvigrantite bhuridajana. The devotees who engage in Krishna Katha. And this Krishna Katha is actually the only remedy to eradicate all the suffering of this material world. So we are suffering, the whole world is suffering from this pandemic. And Krishna Katha actually keeps us alive. So very quick, one pastime. One time, Mother Yashoda was with Srimati Radharani, and she said, my daughter, so Mother Yashoda treats Srimati Radharani as a daughter, very affectionate. And she's very pleased with her because Srimati Radharani comes and cooks for Krishna. So one day, she said, okay, just bring me some turmeric. So Radharani brought turmeric, haldi, and Mother Yashoda took that haldi, turmeric, and started massaging Srimati Radharani's hand, applying that haldi, turmeric, on Srimati Radharani's beautiful lotus hands. So very shyly, Radharani asked, Mother, what are you doing? Mother Yashoda said, I'm just putting haldi in your hands because I want you to marry my Krishna. So Radharani became more shy. She said, oh. She didn't say anything and felt so shy. Srimati Radharani was very shy. But the trouble was that after performing her service of cooking for Krishna, Srimati Radharani had to go home. And she said, what are people going to think? That this young girl who is not even married yet, at that time she was not married to Abhimanyu. She is going around with haldi, turmeric. So then she went to Pavan Sarovar. And she was trying to get this haldi off her hands. More, she tries to wash off the turmeric. She felt that actually more she was becoming yellowish. More it wasn't going. And she kept on washing. She could see that entire pond had become yellow. And still haldi was there. Then towards the end, then Krishna came, drowned himself and Srimati Radharani in that pond called Pavan Sarovar. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. Shil Prabhupada ki jai. Samaved Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Gaur Pramanande. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Raghupati. I think many people who cook, doing cooking in our kitchens, they have this experience. If they get haldi on their clothes or their hands, or especially if it's oily, he never comes up for a long time. Now it's time to go to the Aarti, and we will start with the Damodar Aarti. Once again, we are very happy to have Sandeep, His Grace Sandeep Muni. He will sing the Damodar Aarti, and I believe you'll be joined by your children.
Yeah, that was the plan. They're still getting their turbans put on, so let's see.
Okay. All right, over to you, Sandeep. Then we'll be followed by Gaura Aarti by Aki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Can you just check, because my sound is it's not fully clear. I can't hear, but can you hear me?
I can hear everything very clearly.
Okay, perfect. All right, then let's try. Namamishwaram Sache Anandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Rajamanam Yashodabhiyo Lugladavamanam Paramistammatyam Pado Ratagopa Rudantamoho Nita Yumam Vejantam Karam Bojayogmina Satankanitram Muhushvashakam Patrire Kankakantra Sita Graivam Damodaram Bhaktibadam Iti Prexvali Anandakunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Tadeshita Geshu Bhaktejitatam Apuna Prema Tastam Sadaviti Vande Varam Deva Moksham Moksham Vadimva Nachanyam Viniham Pare Shadapi Idam Kiva Punatha Gopalam Balam Sada Manasya Virastam Kimanye Namamishwaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Rajamanam Yashodabhiyo Lugladavamanam Paramistammatyam Tyago She's dressed as a Idam te mukham bojam atyantanile
वेद प्रबोधो खजला दिमानो कृपा दृष्टि विस्याति दिनं बतानु गृहाणेष्मं भाग्यं यदि अक्षिद्रेषु कुबेरन्माजो वर मुत्यैवयत्वा त्वयमुचितो भक्ति भजो कृतो च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकं मे प्रिया च नमो शीघ्रहो मे श्रीदामोदरे नमस्तेस्तु तम्ने सुरदीप्ति नाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य दम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय तथा प्रेम भक्ति स्वाकं मे प्रिया च नमो शीघ्रहो मे श्रीदामोदरे नममीश्वरं सचेत् अनन्तरूपम् लसत्कुन्दलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुकनवमानं परं इष्टं अत्यन्तो कृत्यगोपे नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Okay, there's obviously some issue there with Sandipni's connection. I think we should now go over to the temple, please, and we can do the aarti there. Bring out Aki into this.
Haribol.
Haribol, Hare Krishna.
Ki bajayo jayo gora chande aroti ko shobha jana vitatavane jagamanalobha dakhine nitai chan vame gadadharam nikate advaita sini vasa chakradhara bashi ate gorachan atma simhasane aroti kare na brahma adi devagane narahari adi kori samara dhulaya sanjaya mukunda vasu koshadigaya shankha baje ghanta baje baje karotalam madhura mridanga baje परमरसाला शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरि बोल 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 बहु कोटि चंद्र जिनी बदन उज्ज्वला गल देशे वनमाला करे झलमाला शिवाश नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौरार संपादा गौरांगेरा रोति शोभा जगो जनमान लोभा गौरांगेरा रोति शोभा जगो जनमान लोभा गौरांगेरा रोति शोभा जगो जनमान लोभा निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौरा हरि बोल 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 नमाय विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol
Hare Krishna. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramamsa Parivajakacarya Ashtota Sastri Shrimanis Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Vividi Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Shri Sachinananditaya Chan Ki Jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madhav Ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Shri Manima Shri Madhusudan Ki Jai. Shri Radharaman Lal Ki Jai. Shri Shri Panchatattva Ki Jai. Shri Shri Sad Goswami Ki Jai. ISKCON Commentary Yata Ki ISKCON Worldwide Yata Ki Jai. Gaura Premanand Haribol. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Slightly unusual, Vilati Ati finished there. The Damodar Ati was at the beginning of our normal program. So, Hare Krishna. Is Alpa ready, Sudarshan, for Narsingh Arati?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you.
Hari Bol.
Let us sing Narsingh Arati. We are remembering for the ongoing recovery of Prem Manjari for a condition she's had for a long time now. Shraddha has recently had a cataract operation, so we wish her a speedy recovery also. Also, Kachubai Vagela from Rugby, Chandranath Hari, who's the husband of a good friend of our temple, His Holiness Shivram Swami, and the other Maharajas and ISKCON devotees around the world who are suffering from this COVID virus. So, we pray for them also, and anybody else I may have forgotten. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Namaste Narasimhaya. जय हो जगदीश जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंह जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो नरसिंहदेव जय हो प्रहलाद महाराज जय हो प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय हो 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय हो गुरु महाराज जय हो गुरु महाराज गुरु महाराज जय हो गुरु महाराज जय हो गुरु महाराज जय हो गुरु महाराज जय हो गुरु महाराज जय गुरु हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गुरु हरि जय गुरु हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गुरु हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल लोक नरसिंहदेव की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल
Thank you all, Pavan and Arjun there, and also behind the scenes was
Harish.
he's hiding behind the scenes, isn't he? Harish Bhai. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Some announcements now. There's only 8 more days to go for this wonderful Kartik month. We have been, it's concurrently, we've been doing japa session every evening, 7:30. I'm going to have one again today at 7:30. You please feel free to join us. It's a wonderful session where for half an hour we do japa together of the Maha Mantra. Then we read from the 10th canto with Krishna's Bal Leela. And then followed by Damodarati. But I think because we already done Damodarati for the main Arati today, sung beautifully by Sandipani Muni. I think for Sundays we don't do Damodarati again. But normally we would do Damodarati. So please join us tonight at 7:30 for Japa, followed by Krishna reading of from the 10th canto. And from tomorrow onwards, for the last 8 days, please join us. The last day is 30th, the last day of this month, 30th of November. So we will be having this Japa session plus Leela reading plus Damodarati. So, also during this wonderful Kartik month, you are welcome to please support the temple through sponsoring the Bhoga offering to our lordships, Sachidananda Taichan, Janabala Subhadra. Please help your temple, but also it's a wonderful month to do such a lovely seva. It's £25 per offering, and our lovely pujari will make cook fresh in the morning, make the offering to the lordships, and then he will film it and send you a little video of your offering to our lordships. So please get in touch with us in the usual way. Either Anuragi or Satya Devi, they will keep a tab on this and inform the pujari. Also, Thursday is a triple event happening. It's Ekadashi on Thursday, a last one for this Chaturmasya. It's also Tulsi Viva. So Thursday, we will be having an online Tulsi Viva program, and details will follow as soon as we finalize them. So please stay tuned for that information. Look in the usual social media sites. We will be making announcements of the details of the program. So Thursday is Tulsi Viva. Thursday is also for those who follow it, the beginning of Bhishma Panchak. So there's 5 days of fasting, Ekadashi style. That also begins on Thursday and finishes on the last day of Kartik, which is Monday 30th of November. So Hare Krishna. That's all for this evening. Once again, apologies for any mishaps which happened along the way, especially that crazy translation earlier on, the auto translation. So we will be more careful next time. Hare Krishna and see you next week. But before that, please tune in tonight if you can for the Japa session, and on Thursday for the Tulsi Viva ceremony. Hare Krishna.